Hello viewers of the National Television, welcome to this English news edition. Fabian Yonizigiye here are top stories. She's originally from Gitega and is 20 years old. She's Keria Kaneza Lagwa. She's Miss Burundi 2025. She was elected this Friday for her intelligence and beauty. The ceremonies were graced by First Lady Angeline Ndayishimiye. Demonstrate responsibility, especially by caring for the well-being of the population. This was the message from the Minister of Interior, Community Development and Public Security, Martin Niterese, this Friday in Ngozi. On the sideline of the meeting held for provincial governors, municipal executive secretaries and the police commissioners. Burundian Keria Kaneza was crowned Mr. Burundi 2025 this Friday. This 20-year-old girl is from Gitega province. She was chosen for her intelligence and beauty. The ceremonies were enhanced by the First Lady Angeline Ndayishimiye. Details with LC Aurore Kamukama. Miss Burundi 2025, tes paraisons, une mélodie enivrante que tout le monde veut chanter.
Those young girls kept working under the rhythm of that song. Well, the contestants today, Miss Burundi 2025 title, a competition that took place at Bujumbura at Sacre Epic. Many high-ranking personalities were present to those ceremonies, starting by Burundi First Lady Angeline Ndayishimiye, different ministers, the sponsoring banks representatives such as CRDB Bank, Bankobu, BBC, BGF, and the insurance companies such as BIC, Sokabo, and others, processing factories such as Kandi, Funds, and families. Traditional bands such as Amagaba and Inatana were also present. So to be chosen, those girls had to do a catwalk and represent Creole project. After that, the members of the jury just gathered behind the closed doors, and after that, they declared that they chose Kaneza Keria Lagwa, 20 years old, representing Gitega province. Her project was Écriture des Talents, a project that aims at detecting, monitoring, promoting, and supporting young talent, so to give them training, visibility, economic opportunities. The crowned first lineup is Ndwarugila Kesia. The second lineup is Bazahicha Tanya. The photogenic award was won by Jennifer Mugisha. The development award was won by Iterite Kanedi Charlene. Miss Popularity was Monica Celeste Mugisha. Miss Burundi got many awards, such as a new electric car, 25 million from Bankobu Bank, 10 million from BBC Bank that she will share with other contestants as school fees, an Ethiopian ticket, a computer from Teco, and a new 2 million account at Champion Microfinance. The first lineup got 15 million, the second 10 million, the Miss Development 10 million, Miss Photogenic 5 million. In her speech, Burundi First Lady Angeline Ndayishimiye has asked those girls to work together in a cooperative sort to develop themselves. Not again that Miss Kaneza Keria Lagwa replaces Miss Ndayizeye Lady Karel, elected in 2023. Miss Burundi 2025, tes paraisons. As I said, the Minister of Interior, Community Development and Public Security urges administrative officials to demonstrate responsibility by caring for the well-being of the population. Martin Niterese made this appeal this Friday in Ngozi during a meeting held for provincial governors, municipal executive secretaries and police commissioners. Details with Jackson Irakoze.
During a meeting held with provincial governors, executive secretaries, communal leaders, and security officials, the Minister of Interior, Community Development and Public Security, Martin Niterese, emphasized the exemplary conduct that authorities must adopt for the good of the country and its people. He addressed several complaints raised by citizens, including the failure to comply with government fixed prices on certain products such as beverages, the scarcity of chemical fertilizers despite payments being made, the persistence of flood, gender-based sexual violence, and the impunity enjoyed by traffickers and illegal intermediaries. In response to these challenges, the minister reminded all readers of their responsibility to fully assume the duty related to their positions. He warned those who cover up for fraudsters, called for respect of the country's laws and regulations, and urged readers to ensure citizens' safety and freedom. Finally, he called for united efforts to bring intermediaries and illegal agents, whom he described as major sources of disorder, to justice. It is worth noting that the administrative and security officials pledged to implement the recommendations given to them.
And this Saturday in Bujumbura province, the community development work was carried out in the Nahangwa and the Mugere communes. In Nahangwa commune, work took place on the land currently under construction at the Kamenge campus. And in Mugere commune, the Samuragwa family helped with the drain cleaning work in the Gisio neighborhood. Joseph Muninda Jambo.
At the playground located in Kamenge campus, where gathered residents of Nahangwa and the Mukaza communes, works of this Saturday consisted of putting sand and cleaning the port already constructed. Charles Bahizi, who represented the governor of Bujumbura province, thanked the President of the Republic of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, who has taken initiative to rebuild this playground, and then youth of Bujumbura for their commitment to contribute to these works. He asked them to step forward supporting this initiative. The provincial secretary of the CNDD-FDD in Bujumbura province, Alexandre Ngoragoze, promised to support these works every time they are organized. He asked the responsible for these works to search for specialists in the field in a bid to get infrastructure that comply with the vision of Burundi to development. Other works were conducted by Bene Samuragwa family members in Gisio Quarter, Kanyosha area of Mugere district in Bujumbura province. They joined the residents of the locality in clearing water channels in this quarter in the presence of no responsible for the commune. Innocent Yonizige, speaking on behalf of the association, mentioned that these works meet their missions, which include, among others, comply with the call of authorities to develop the country for reaching its vision to development. It was as well for Beni Samuragwa family to conclude the activities conducted according to the former administration organization, because from August, no leaders of the organization will be established.
And to end this news, additionally, wooden buildings are to be encouraged so as to value Burundian materials. Hence, owners of buildings of such materials are to submit the technical structural calculation of their buildings to assess their stability. This was formulated by Engineer Lieutenant Colonel Leonidas Nibigira, emphasizing that in certain tourist areas, especially along Lake Tanganyika, wooden buildings may still be permitted, provided they strictly comply with regulations. Jackson Irakoze was more.
It was in October 2024 in the Gisio neighborhood, Kanyosha zone, when a wooden upper floor collapsed as many football fans had gathered there to watch a match. Saidi Leonidasi, one of the victims, testified that the wooden structure suddenly gave way during the celebration of a victory due to the crowd dancing and shouting with excitement. He reported that several people were injured and taken to various hospitals. He himself sustained injury. According to him, the tragedy was due to poor construction. The wood used was already rotten. In response to such incident, the Burundian Office for Urban Planning, Housing and Construction, Ubuha in French acronym, issued a communique in early April 2025 directed to the owners of wooden buildings. They were requested to submit within 2 months the technical structural calculations of their buildings to assess their stability. The objective is not to ban wooden constructions but to ensure the safety of users and surrounding communities. Engineer Lieutenant Colonel Leonidas Nibigila emphasized that in certain tourist areas, especially along Lake Tanganyika, wooden biddings may still be permitted provided they strictly comply with regulations. The wood must be treated to enhance its mechanical properties and withstand its intended use. This especially concerns beach structures often made with mixed materials such as wood or straw, which are valued for their aesthetic and tourism-related appeal. He highlighted that Obuha's mission is to support project developers in analyzing the compliance of their biddings with their environmental context and to evaluate their structural stability and safety. Furthermore, the Commissioner General of Obuha raised an alarm regarding the lack of insurance coverage for many biddings. He suggested that insurance should become mandatory, particularly for wooden constructions which are more vulnerable to fire. This would allow for compensation in case of incidents while also enhancing the protection of users. Finally, he called for the promotion of local construction materials, encouraging research on their quality and durability. This would help reduce reliance on imported materials and address construction-related challenges, he added. You should know that, he concluded, by urging concerned property owners to comply with Obuha's requirements to ensure safe, stable, and environmentally suitable biddings.
Well, end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye.